scariest story of all is the one who does not light a pumpkin candle and watch a fall movie, and allows the darkness of the fall and winter to suck them into despair. That was dramatic. Nothing's fun anymore. I hate fall. Growing up sucks. Nothing feels magical anymore. Have you tried? Now that's what I'm talking about. Hello. Welcome to the first of hopefully many Clout Mommy apps. Today we are talking about making your own magic. MYOM. We're not talking MLM, okay? I'm not asking y'all to go out there. I give you 10 candles. You sell those candles to 65 different people at a $45 charge. Then you send me the $45, I give you 10. I'm not doing that, okay? But what we are talking about, and I think it's so important, is keeping that whimsy and that childlike wonder and fun as we get older. So many people, including myself, say that as you get older, things kind of lose like their magic a little bit. We've kind of come to the realization that it was the adults around us that kind of created that holiday magic. So, why are we not creating our own? We have the answer, babe. We just need to implement, okay? To be honest, one of the things that was like so devastating when I got my house was realizing that kids don't really trick or treat anymore. Now hear me out in defense of the children. Our street is busy, so like I wouldn't expect a ton of kids to be out on our street, but even my little cousins, like everyone just does those trunk or treats now. I don't even know what that is. I don't have kids. I'm just assuming at the school, the parents decorate their trunks and the kids do it there. I mean, protect the kids, but damn, that is boring. So what are these ways that we can make our own magic? I'm glad you asked. For me, there's quite a few things that doing seasonally helps me get into that specific season. First of all, if you can't see, mood lighting, okay? No harsh overhead lighting, candlelight, a blanket. We're giving comfort, okay? Warm tones, cozy. If your surroundings aren't giving fall, why would it be giving fall? You know what I mean? Okay, the other things that we need to discuss. What is our activity? You need a seasonal activity that gets you out into the world, if you can. We went to the apple orchard this past year for the first time, and it is hard for me just with my mobility issues, but we had so much fun. Everyone thinks it's weird, but it was on my bucket list to bob for apples, and we did, and I'll show you. We kind of drowned ourselves a little bit, and it wasn't the ideal situation, but when life gives you apples, make applesauce. So I feel like the classic activity is to go to a pumpkin patch. Now I will tell you, it is so expensive there. So even if you just go to the pumpkin patch, get your little picture with yourself or your loved one, touch a pumpkin, look at a scarecrow, you're good. Okay, we don't have to spend money. But spending money, it can help. You know, money can buy happiness sometimes, unfortunately. Yeah. Another activity that I love to do year-round is watching movies. I could watch a movie every single day, like 45 times a day. I just love it. And there are so many good movies that are perfect to get you into the fall spirit. So I'm going to give you some of my faves. Any of the Twilight series, Practical Magic, Halloween Town, Gilmore Girls. It's perfection. It's going to get you into that fall mood. Again, I mean, if we're watching The Summer I Turned Pretty, I don't know what they be doing, but they're at a beach or something. Why would you, like, you're not going to get the fall feeling, babe. We got to think. We got to think, implement. Now, I love autumn. I'm a Scorpio baby, but I'm not into the spooky stuff. If you like it, you like it. You know what I mean? But I'm not watching movies where people are getting torn apart and stabbed. No ma'am, no ham, no turkey. My life was scary enough. I don't need to do that. You won't catch me at a haunted house either. I've already got the anxiety of being chased by a killer clown. I don't need to experience it. Do any of you remember, was it 2016 when all those people were like dressing up as like scary clowns with knives and chasing people? Do you guys remember that? Baking is also a beautiful way to celebrate the autumnal. It's fun to bake, okay? A lot of people say that baking can be really stressful, but for me, if I'm gonna bake, it has to be for fun. I don't bake for other people. That would stress me out so bad. I need to be able to take all day making whatever I'm making, and that's my non-screen time. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm listening to a little like jazzy music or something. I'm wearing a sweater. I'm just feeling the vibes. What happened to catching a vibe and feeling a vibe? You're not really going to catch a vibe on your phone unless you're watching one of my videos. My issue is that I have really bad contamination OCD and eczema. And then like when you carve the pumpkin and then you have to stick your hands in there and rip all the guts out and clean the guts and rip all the seeds out and it's all wet and everything. And then all the strings get all over your hands. I'm like red from my fingertips to my freaking elbows for a week. Itchy. Itching and burning, itching and burning. Itching and burning, itching and burning. But I do love to carve a good old pumpkin. It's the simple pleasures, you know what I mean? These are all very simple things that we can do. Candles and soaps, another huge thing that you can do for yourself. I mean, tell me this isn't giving autumnal realness. It is. You've got the fresh scent of pumpkin and the beautiful candlelight flickering throughout your house. Couldn't ask for anything better, personally. Never met a candle I didn't like. Well, I have about 85 billion candles in my house from our wedding that we used left over, so if anybody needs 85 million hurricane glass candles, let a girl down. In all seriousness, though, with things getting darker early, it can really drag people into seasonal depression. Me personally, I sweat like a because I'm on medicine, so I'm excited for the cooler weather, but I just hope that you can find something that you can do to make your own magic and give yourself that holiday fantasy, because you really do deserve it, and it really does make a difference. Thank you so much for watching our very first Clout Mommy Yaps. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and whatever else you're supposed to do. Love you, divas. But at the end of the day, you know, you're pushing 40 complaining about the holidays not feeling the same. Do something about it. Go look at a leaf. Go look at a falling leaf. Tell me that doesn't spark joy within you. Tell me. That's what I thought.